Recently, I made a video addressing some of my concerns surrounding the new Fantastic Four movie the MCU will be dropping this July. Well, it seems like the hits just keep on coming from Marvel because Superman, coming from the DC cinematic universe, just dropped some pre-sales for an early screening on July 8th. And let's just say, it's not looking too good for Fantastic Four. Let's talk about it. So James Gunn DC Universe just released the final trailer for the Superman movie, as well as put all tickets on sale for the July 11th release. Along with it, they partnered with Amazon Prime to release an early screening set of tickets on July 8th, prior to the movie's release the following Friday. And it looks like the feud between Marvel and DC is going to continue to rage on. DC has had a lot of flops over the past decade, and Marvel has followed suit over the past few years with everything they've dropped post-Endgame. Neither have had very well received movies in the past few years. This summer is supposed to be the big take for Marvel as well as DC and their big rebrand or their big comeback with their new movies. The Fantastic Four, we've already discussed, has been showing meh to not so great, expectations already. Whereas Superman is showing quite promising. Some early test screenings for the Superman movie are showing some very positive feedback. James Gunn's highly anticipated Superman movie, scheduled for release on July 11th, has begun to generate buzz following its early test screenings. With a runtime of 140 minutes, the film is described as a modern yet faithful adaptation of the beloved superhero. Insider reports from Jeff Snyder indicate that the test screenings have garnered predominantly positive reactions, and one attendee commented that Dave Corenswet's performance as Superman, highlighting that the humor works much better within the flow of the edit. The film is said to achieve a balance between humor and drama, reminiscent of Gunn's work in The Suicide Squad. And another source pointed out it has genuinely funny moments, but also known when to drop the shtick and get very serious. Narrative reportedly delves into Superman's internal struggle as he seeks to harmonize his Kryptonian legacy with his upbringing in Smallville. In terms of tone, the movie has drawn comparisons to both the first Wonder Woman and Guardians of the Galaxy, effectively blending emotional depth with moments of levity. The film is also noted for its superior CGI and the introduction of surprise villains, which have emerged as key highlights. We contrast this with the Fantastic Four's early test screening, where it received reviews of mid and meh. Snyder sharing what he's been told and not offered his own feedback of Fantastic Four test screening, but says, "My sources called it both meh and not that bad and not that good either." He explains, more concerningly, they said it features weak character development, bad CGI, though the latter issue will certainly be addressed over the next month. Not to mention, in comparison, Marvel's Fantastic Four tickets went on sale June 4th and did very well. They're already a hot ticket, according to Fandango, and nation's largest ticket seller. The Marvel Studios movie sold more tickets in its first day than any other film so far. This means Fantastic Four surpassed such films as Minecraft, live-action Lilo and Stitch, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, and Marvel's own Captain America Brand New World, and Thunderbolts. Not a surprise there, neither of those movies seem to do very well. Set the record as Fandango's best first-day ticket pre-sales of 2025. The first Marvel-made Fantastic Four movie also sold out first-day ticket sales for How to Train Your Dragon, which released ticket pre-orders on May 1st, and Jurassic World's Rebirth tickets, which went on sale May 20th, ahead of the July 2nd release in theaters. DC Studio Superman, which hits theaters July 2nd, had yet to put out any tickets. And we come to July 10th, which is when we seeing that they dropped to the final trailer and they released these tickets. Superman beats Fantastic Four in first day advance ticket sales as DC surges ahead of Marvel in summer superhero SmackDown. And here it says, Amazon's Prime screening breaks records. According to Fandango, the July 8th Amazon exclusive preview showing for Superman became the best first day ticket seller of the year, topping even early sales for the Fantastic Four. The film's Amazon screenings are part of a partnership that gives Prime members early access to IMAX and 3D showings, a limited rollout that nonetheless racked up massive interest. And I can tell you right now, after looking into all of our theaters in our area for this, we got tickets, but every ticket is basically sold. All the screens are basically packed, with maybe one or two straggler seats spread out across the theater. General tickets are now on sale also. Beyond the Amazon screening, full nationwide ticket sales for Superman opened today alongside the debut of the film's final trailer. The trailer heavily showcased Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor and displayed several high-impact action moments, including our first look at the characters many believe to be Ultraman. Now it says, Superman surpasses Fantastic Four in a reversal of fortune for DC. And this is where we were saying that both have had very unfortunate releases and unfortunate things with their studios for the past few years. At the end of the day, Marvel, no matter what, has always come out on top when it comes to DC versus Marvel. Kind of where we're at right now is this might be the start of us seeing a full reversal and DC now taking that crown, especially with the fact that everything that we've already seen for both films is already heavily leaning towards one being much better. Fandango previously reported a strong advanced ticket sales for Fantastic Four First Step, with the Marvel reboot ranking among the platform's top performing pre-sales of 2025. However, Superman has now reported blown past those Fantastic Four ticket sales, becoming the #1 first-day ticket seller of the entire year. It marks a notable reversal for fortune for DC. For nearly 2 decades, Marvel Studios held an overwhelming lead at the box office, with juggernauts like Avengers Endgame setting records few films have even come close to touching. And then here it addresses a little more stuff, which kind of helps what we're saying with the fact that the downward slope that Marvel has been on, and the fact that they don't really want to listen to fans or listen to anything that anybody has to say, it's kind of going to be their downfall. But since Endgame's 2019 release, Marvel's dominance has wavered. Several attempts by Marvel to course correct with multiverse storytelling and legacy characters have yielded mixed results. That perceived instability may have opened the door for James Gunn's DC reboot to capture mainstream attention with fresh casting, a clear creative direction, and strong early interest from moviegoers. Superman now appears positioned to challenge Disney Marvel grip on the superhero genre, something that seemed nearly impossible just a few years ago. And I do believe that this might be the start of it. I mean, everything I've seen looks great. The trailer looks great. I'm actually really excited to see this. While no official tracking numbers have been released, industry chatter and early estimates suggest Superman could be heading for a domestic opening between 155 million and 175 million in its first week. Still, a $100 million opening would place Superman among the top box office debuts of 2025 and make it one of the biggest Superman movie openings of all time. And then I wanted to go over this, where Superman has already broken major Fantastic Four records. They just addressed something that I kind of wanted to go over, with the fact that just because the pre-sales are looking better, it doesn't necessarily mean that overall the movie will be better. Whether Superman outgrosses Fantastic Four First Steps or not, the early access pre-sales are a great sign for the film's box office perspectives. As the first theatrical release of the new DC Universe franchise, there's a lot riding on Superman's shoulders. The movie needs to be a massive hit in order for the DCU to continue. So it's obviously a very important part of WB's film slate this year. Pre-sales for special showings available only to Amazon Prime members topped general sales for other highly anticipated projects, illustrated there's a lot of excitement for the Superman. Ideally, this means the DCU will get off to a rousing start, allowing Gunn and his fellow collaborators to move forward with the bevy of DC projects that are in various stages of development. And this is kind of what it is. Like, we don't know if it will outgross, but it could. And early signs are showing that. Superman vs. Fantastic Four has been a fun topic for Marvel and DC fans to debate as they prepare for the two films to arrive later this summer. Gunn has downplayed the notion of any box office rivalry between them, saying that there's plenty of space for both to succeed. First Step stars Pedro Pascal expressed his support for Superman by sharing super fantastic crossover fan art depicting Kal-El and Reed Richards sitting together, overlooking the horizon. I think this is all for the show of like good sportsmanship. Of course, they're going to be happy to finally knock Marvel off their mantle, like we talked about. And this is the last thing I wanted to address in the video. This is by Comic Book News. Superman crushes Fantastic Four ticket sales battle. But this is kind of the point that I think kind of cements stuff in the fact that Marvel has something to worry about. And it says, we get official word from Fandango's James Gunn. Superman is already showing serious momentum. According to Fandango, Amazon Prime early access screening on July 8th just became the platform's best first-day ticket seller of the year, outpacing every other movie's ticket launch in 2025, including Fantastic Four. And it should also be said that those Amazon screenings also had a limited number of theaters available, as they were only for IMAX and 3D screenings. This is where I'm at, is for that July 8th one. Like I said, they're all sold out in my area, completely packed. IMAX, so they're expensive tickets. They're only for one showtime. It's not like they have multiple. And the fact that they're completely sold out, it might be a dark day for Marvel and for the Fantastic Four. But hey, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Are you going to see the Superman movie? Are you going to see the Fantastic Four movie? Are you going to see both of them? Are you a more DC fan or a Marvel fan? Do you not really give a shit at all and are just in it for a good cinematic experience? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell button for notification. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.